The Right Honourable Stephen Harper and Mrs. Lauren Harper, Vice President Judge Omar Binay, Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile and Mrs. Cristina Ponce Enrile, Speaker Feliciano Belmonte Jr., Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno and Mr. Mario Jose Sereno, Secretary Albert Del Rosario, Ambassador Christopher Thornley and Madame Christine Thornley, Your Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, other honorable members of the Cabinet present, Mr. Nigel Wright, Ms. Christine Hogan, the Honorable Ed Fast, other honorable members of the Canadian delegation, other honorable members of the Senate and the House of Representatives present, fellow workers of government, honored guests, mga minamahal ko pong kababayan, magandang tanghali po. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to welcome to our country the highest level delegation from Canada since former Prime Minister Jean Chrétien visited the Philippines in 1997. 15 years have passed since then, and almost 63 years have passed since our two countries formally established relations in December of 1949. Despite the limited number of interactions we have had, our countries have always enjoyed a strong relationship. In 1986, after the People Power Revolution, the Canadian ambassador was the first to present his credentials to the new administration led by my mother, President Corazon C. Aquino, the first sign of the support that the Canadian government would show her administration. And my mother, too, was, I am told, the first Philippine president to make an official visit to Canada. In the history of our relations, Canada has been a consistent partner in trade and investments, and most importantly, in people-to-people exchanges, with Filipinos taking on productive roles in Canada's workforce and with many of your countrymen visiting our shores. You have welcomed many of our countrymen who have made new lives within your borders. Excellency, we in the Philippine government welcome this chance to deepen the engagement between our countries. There is much that we can do together for the mutual benefit of our peoples, from cooperation in the procurement of defense and military-related equipment to strengthen economic ties, to our learning from your government's experience in allowing the exercise of self-government for a number of your peoples. Indeed, we have made a promising start, and I'm confident that this visit will herald a new era of even greater cooperation between our nations. With this, allow me to propose a toast. First, to the continued health, happiness, and prosperity of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, to the good health and success of His Excellency, the Right Honourable Stephen Harper, Prime Minister of Canada, and Mrs. Lauren Harper, and to the friendship between the Philippines and Canada, the prosperity, peace, and stability of the Canadian and Filipino peoples.